from a galaxy far, far away.
And a bookshelf straight out of the 90s.
From Thrawn to Dantooine.
And everything in between. This is Legends Look Back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Legends Look Back, proudly part of the Eugenie Podcast Network. This is a Star Wars Books podcast where we play In Sync Christmas on repeat all month long. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Where we celebrate our rich EU history as well as dive into lesser-known Star Wars classics. I'm your host, Jared Mays, and I'm joined by my legendary co-hosts, the man who was recently described as having mastered all of the skill trees imaginable, Freddie C.
All of the skill trees imaginable.
Accurate.
Except for speaking properly today.
And you don't have the pilot's license fully yet.
Not fully, but just about. Today I was trying to think, I was like, what should I do? This is a holiday episode. Should I sing Creed, higher for my intro? I decided not to do that, but instead I decided to make some hot chocolate in my Coruscant cup here.
Oh, nice. Love it.
Nice.
I've got a festive cup. Can I show it off?
Sure.
My buddy Alex dropped this by months ago, middle of summer. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? It's a pint glass with Darth Vader on it that says Merry Sithmas. But now it's a holiday season. We've got a holiday edition of Legends Look Back. So I'm going to pour my apple juice into this this pint glass here. So cheers to you, Alex. Cheers to you. All right. I'm also joined by someone who's drinking something that's also not apple juice. How are we, Rick?
It's true. I'm here, and I'm having some tea in my Star Wars mug that has the lightsabers that glow with the heat. Whenever it's
nice.
hot, the lightsabers turn on, and then it's cool.
In other words, Rick is really hot over there, y'all. In that,
yeah. Actually, I am really hot. This is my wife's sweater. It just was red and Sithmasy, and so I was like, sure, we'll take that. And now it's way too hot, and I'm probably stretching it out, so...
Yeah. Shout out to Jessica. Jessica's a real one. Thank you, Jessica, for the sacrifices that you make. First of all, and being married to Rick.
I was going to say, there's bigger sacrifices, I'm sure.
Well, I'm very excited for the fun festivities that we've got here for Legends Look Back tonight, including the fact that I finally have my Star Wars over this other shoulder. The Star Wars Christmas tree is up.
Nice.
And I'm excited to talk about that. But first... it's time for our recent acquisitions segment that we call Thracken's Thrift Store. Store. I got something, guys. How about y'all?
Hey, I've got a story, but nothing yet.
You've got a story. All right, I'll show mine and then your story.
Okay.
I've been asked to come on the Star Wars Archives, Legends Look Back sister show over there on the Patreon with Trevor and Jose. They are going to be reading. Wait for it, guys. Here, I'll give you a hint. I'm just going to use hand motions. That's going to be great for the audio podcast. Freddie, describe to people the hand motions that I'm giving, and then, guys, I want your guesses on what the book series is that we're going to read. Okay.
Okay. All right. Jared is hitting a piñata right now. No, not a piñata. Looks like he's holding a piñata. He's got horns.
Halo.
No. Starting over.
He's bad at charades, I'm learning.
All right, here we go.
Fist, fight, angry,
taking off a mask of some sort. Whalodons. Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? Hold on. Anyone in the chat? Whalodons. Come on. Glove of Darth Vader with
That's right. Yeah, we're going to be covering the Jedi Prince. That's what the first hand motions were. Jedi was the lightsaber.
Oh, not
and then
piñata.
Prince. This was my my crown.
Nope, that's definitely the devil. That's the devil.
This book series might be though. I mean, it. All right, so I'm on book 2. Freddie, you remember ages ago we read the first one, The Glove of Darth Vader.
Yes.
Which was a wild ride.
It was. Yeah.
3 years later, now finally, I'm getting to book 2 in the series. The Lost City of the Jedi. I did not own this, so I went on Thrift Books, found a good copy of it for cheap. And guys, Rick, give me the one. Look at how bananas this cover is.
All right.
Look at this thing.
We've got what looks like to be, is that a pot plant on the far left corner?
Or a drink gear for our Canon fans.
There you go. Some sort of spice.
Farrah Fawcett Luke.
Farrah Fawcett, very feathery hair.
Yeah. You've got what's like a knockoff C-3PO, Ken Palpatine, and a city on fire. It's a bananas cover, absolutely banana. And the book so far, I'm 3 chapters in. It is one of the wildest Star Wars books I have ever read. There's a code. You guys ready for this code? The secret code is JE99DI88 FOR00CE. Oh, what could that be? Yeah, this book is bananas. But I finally ordered it. I now own 5 out of the 6 paperbacks of the Jedi Prince series. I've got the 2 hardbacks as well. But enjoying these. Looking forward to the opportunity to talk about them on the Star Wars Archives. Rick, something fun happened to you regarding Star Wars books?
Yes. Okay, so I'll try to keep this as short as possible. I was helping some church people out with some like home stuff, like their TV speakers and all that tech stuff. And I'd forgotten a while back that they mentioned that this lady's mother, who recently just passed away, she mentioned, she had some Star Wars books. And I forgot about it. And so I'm at their house today, helping them with their TV. And they're like, "Oh, do you want to go look at my mom's, her Star Wars collection?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm here." And we go up this like second story attic kind of place. And she has bookshelves of tons of books. It's awesome. And I instantly spot the Star Wars section. And
as one does, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Your eyes are drawn. And so it was under exaggerated that this woman had some Star Wars books. She had probably 100 Legends books, just Legends. And she had mostly, trade paperbacks, but all of them were bannerless, pre-Legends, nomenclature, just original. And they all had beautifully cracked spines. They were well read. And she had about 15 hardcovers, some science fiction book club editions. And it was like, man, she was a fan. She was one of us. And so it was kind of bittersweet because it was like, I knew this woman for a year or so before she passed. And I was like, I had no clue. I didn't know this about her. I would have loved to talk Star Wars with her. So it was cool. And, I'm going to be part of them either selling or rehoming those books. And so knowing that they'll go somewhere.
I know what shelves those are going to end up on.
Maybe a couple.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's
you know what?
Heartwarmingly beautiful.
It's cool.
That's why I was saying before the show, wear a Legend shirt, right? Just go out there, wear a Trusa Bakura shirt, because we all know that's very recognizable among.
She did have a very nice Trusa Bakura, I will say, and an Jedi
handshake or not the handshake.
I think it was handshake.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, that's the best one there. Not the not the one that was craving attention, right? With the "Hey, by the way, from the best films ever."
Oh my goodness, that big old sticker on the front. I hate it. I don't hate though. Freddie, you got any new acquisitions? Any treasures from the trove?
So I do have treasures from the archives that I found, and it's not that old. This came out, man. This might be a little older than I expect. It is the NES Classic Edition. It came out a bit ago, right? So I finally managed to remember to get one of these. I saw one in the stores a long time ago, and I was just going through my stuff and I found it. So gonna be plugging it in this Friday for sure. That's the only time I've got.
Is for.
Yeah.
That's
all I got.
I've got one of those. I got the NES and the SNES, and they're fun, man. And it's really convenient having them have an HDMI, output, which is awesome.
What, you have one too? I feel so left out.
Yeah, man. I bought them when they first came out.
My wife's been hogging the video game lately because she got the new Hogwarts Legacy.
That was new a year ago, bro.
It's new. It's new on the Switch.
Gotcha.
New on the Switch.
I gotcha.
Come on, Rick. And so my wife and kids been playing it, and I'm like, I guess I'll go read my Legends book in the corner. And it's a great Legends book too. It's a great one. All right, I got some more goodies, and this is going to lead us into what is a tremendously ridiculous Star Wars rabbit hole. Longtime listeners of the show will know that I have a Star Wars Christmas tree. I collect Star Wars Christmas ornaments. one at a time. I get one new Star Wars Christmas ornament a year. We did a whole segment about the long saga to try to find the Revan ornament. They're now up for sale at $165 a pop on eBay. So, not going to be getting one of those this year. My kids, they went to Target with my wife. They were getting some Christmas things. I said, hey, it doesn't really matter what. Get me a random Star Wars Christmas ornament. They came back with, let me go ahead and preface this by saying, I would not have bought this box of ornaments had it been my choice. But my little girls bought them for me. They are tiny, 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 tiny Star Wars Christmas ornaments. I got a little porg. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Tiny, tiny porg. All right. Got a tiny Vader.
Just for those.
Vader.
Yep. Hold on. Before you move on to the next one,
Little Yoda.
for those audio listeners, these are like very cutesy. Think Lisa Frank. For those of you that remember Lisa Frank,
they're rubbery too, which is good because my kids are extremely destructive. I mean, my puppy. Anyway, the cat, honestly, she's the one most likely to break these. They're like a ½ inch tall, but they work because my tree is small. And let me just go ahead and put this up to the Book of Boba Fett on his throne ornament that I got 2 years ago. All right, somebody vamp while I go find this thing.
All right, so right now, I would say, Rick, what do you think? They look like pencil erasers, right?
That's a good way to talk about it. Or maybe like the flash drives that have the little characters on them.
Oh, yep.
All right, here we go.
Has it checked?
Boba Fett on his throne.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's
How
nice.
gigantic this thing is. Now, here's the tiny R2-D2 in comparison.
About the size of his boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in my research, and I'm grateful that my kids are getting me these. I like them because my kids give them to me.
It's cute.
However, I'm going to have to do some more planning going into next year. And that's not to say I couldn't still get another one for this year. Because, Rick, play the slideshow. We've got...
Uh-oh.
On Hallmark's website, I just typed in Star Wars ornaments on Hallmark's website, and holy smokes, Revan is not the only option. In fact, Revan's not an option because he's sold out, and he was only for the Keepsake Club members, right? You could only order him if you're in the club. All right, let's go around the horn here and give the rundown on what some of the options are for the good folks that they could order off of Hallmark's. We're not sponsored by Hallmark, guys, but who we got here?
All right, so I see some photos that are mixed in. You just want me to show the
ornaments.
Ornaments,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You've got
Each
Anakin.
one of them is labeled as ornament.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, they went alphabetical, so that's at the door. Okay, so yeah, nice Anakin, looking good with the attachment coming right out of his head. That's lovely.
He's got a bit of a smolder. This one here, the carbon freezing chamber, is $65.
Oh, wow.
And it actually has lights and sounds, and Han will lower down into the carbon freezing chamber.
That is amazing.
I know.
I see what you did there.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank
here.
you.
Nice.
Then we got Chewbacca.
Yeah, he's a silver Chewbacca with like a bronze satchel.
It's like a tinsel baka.
Something like that.
That was only like $10, so it's a good one.
Man.
All right.
We got Ewok.
Yeah, Leia feeding Wicket. That's going to come back around the show tonight, so hold on to that one.
That one is
right,
about $27.
Nice. Okay, there you go. A nice Funko Vader.
Yeah, this is cool because they've got a little Funko series now. You can get Funko Pop Christmas ornaments.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Let's see. Then we got who doesn't want a Jabba on their tree?
This is, to be honest, guys, I'm probably going to buy this.
Nice.
Not for Jabba, but for Salacious B. Crumb, who is my favorite Star Wars character of all time.
And this is probably one of the more expensive ones too, right? This has got to be a big ornament.
$27, I believe.
Okay.
It's chunker.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to negotiate with him, see if he doesn't drop me in the Rancor pit. All right, what else we got?
Let's see.
There's
we
a
got
sail barge.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, there we go. The N1.
That's nice.
The N1, yeah, man. That is nice.
If it was yellow, I would buy it, but it's silver. So it's,
Yeah, I know.
It's too canon. Nubs. Now, Nubs from Young Jedi Adventures is the MVP of Star Wars Christmas ornaments this year. Everybody at Utini but me bought a Nubs Christmas ornament. My kids really want to buy him. Here's the problem. I don't really like Nubs. I know. I said it.
I haven't watched the show yet, so I don't even know what he's like.
Well, get back to me once you've watched it.
All right.
Continue on.
This is a nice poster ornament.
Oh, that one's nice. The classic poster.
Can you believe Hallmark is cranking out this many Star Wars ornaments a year?
That's awesome.
This is bananas.
Got an R2, another R2 serving drinks on the sail barge.
This is the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary collection. So there's like 10 or 15 of these that are specifically out this year for Return of the Jedi.
Oh man! Then we got a little Ranker.
Little Ranker.
I put that one in the show just because it's a little bit too canon for my tastes, but
sure.
it is a Ranker, and you had to. I just wanted a chance to say that on the show.
You can legendsify it and say after Boba Fett crawled out of the Sarlacc, he caught a Rancor and rode it back to town.
What's to say that that's not collected in the New Republic Epic Collection Volume 7 that's out today, which we're going to talk about in a moment.
Nice plug, man.
It might be.
We got more. Looks like a sail barge. So
that was nice.
Freddie, I knew you were going to like that one, Freddie.
That's a nice one right there.
And it's cheaper than the HasLab.
It's about 100% cheaper.
All right, carry on.
This is a classic. How about that
just
one?
For you, Rick. Just for you. They've got a butt ton of Star Trek ornaments, and I almost wanted to label this one as Star Trek Nonsense Christmas ornament or a Christmas ornament for losers. But
is that Data?
That's Data with Spot, man. Let's go good. So good.
There's cats are canonical in Star Trek. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Also, dogs and high-ranking officers might lose their dogs in a warp accident.
That actually sounds kind of fun.
Or
tragic.
You may accidentally have picked a Tribble up instead of your dog. And
no, the chat is talking about Star Trek. Move on, Rick. Move on, please.
Oh, I misspoke. It wasn't a warp. It was a transporter accident. Come on.
Beam me up. Scotty,
all right.
Get me out of here. All right.
Then there's a Vader's saber. Nice. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't have any lightsabers on the Christmas tree, so I'm thinking about getting this one.
It's a good one.
So just one, huh?
What? I'm just going to get one.
You're just going to get one?
Well, I've already got 6 this year, but they came in a kit, and I didn't technically buy these. Someone bought them for me. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I get a Christmas bonus, to be honest.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, I'm just like, every day I'm like, maybe it's today. But not yet.
Oh, it's always like the week of Christmas. And you're
so
like,
let me know.
Could have used this a month ago. Thanks.
I know, yeah. Let me know in the chat, guys, which one of these ornaments you like the best, which one you think should deserve the place of honor. I will say, Rick, if you've got the photo, this year I decided to put the Death Star Christmas ornament on the top of the tree. I don't know if you can see it back there, but I decided that the Death Star should be the tree topper. Because after all, a lot of people top their trees with stars. So I put the Death Star on the top of the tree.
The antithesis, basically. Or you could have had Starkiller Base, but that's not. Yeah. It's not.
All right, moving on. We do have, as was hitherto previously mentioned here before, one of those words mentioned, the New Republic Epic Collection Volume 7 is out today on December 5th, 2023. Freddie, this is right up your alley.
Oh, yeah.
Tell the good folks what's in this sucker.
This is a good one. So this collects some of your favorites. It's, let's see, we've got number 1 here, Boba Fett Bounty on Barkuda. Boba Fett When the Fat Lady Swings. Boba Fett Murder.
I thought that said Swigs in the the rundown there.
Maybe. Let's see. Boba Fett Murder Most Foul. Boba Fett Agent of Doom. Jedi Academy Leviathan 1 through 4. Star Wars The Mixed Up Droid. Union 1 through 4. Chewbacca 2000 Edition 1 through 4. Material from Star Wars Tales 19 and that's quite a bit there.
Yeah, it's
Union.
stacked.
Union's pretty good. I like Union 1 through 4. That one's a good one.
You want to hear something scandalous?
Let's see.
I've never read Union. I'm holding out for like a Legends Look Back Valentine's Day episode. However, the most recent episode of the Star Wars Archives, they a shout out to our boy Joxy, who's been on the show before. Jose just got married.
Oh yeah, congrats!
And so they did. That's right. Congrats to Jose. Live long and prosper, as the nerds say. And and they did a wedding episode of the Star Wars Archives, and for my money, it's in the top 10 best Star Wars Archives episodes ever, and I've listened to all of them. even the holiday special episode. And I'm telling you, this one is phenomenal. They talk about all the weddings in Star Wars universe, canon and legends.
Nice.
And, oh, man, it's great. It was fantastic. So
awesome.
that's what is coming up down the pipeline. And by pipeline, I mean today. You can go to your local bookstore or over to utini.com, click on that new release tab, click the Amazon link in the profile, and we get a whopping 4% to help keep the lights on, which we do have some extra lights this time of year. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Yep.
But, Rick, before we go to spinning the tinsel around the tree and cooking some more hot chocolate, we are going to do a little game here. Tell the good folks what the game is.
Well, first, I would like to posit a argument. I've been working on a joke for about 10 minutes now. It's been really hard to do my job while trying to
I've
do
noticed
this.
you're distracted. That's why I'm like trying to reel you in.
So whenever I was not allowed to listen, talking about Vector Prime, I could just stare at your face, Jared. And I realized you are starting to look
Like my dad.
wow, that too. But General Maydean. And so
It's just because I'm wearing a collared shirt.
you're wearing a collared shirt, your beard's starting to grow in, but you have a very full beard, and I like it. I'm impressed. And yeah, that's what I started thinking of. Not quite the same. Not quite
Time
the
for a
same.
haircut.
Chris
Well, at least you
Median.
didn't tell me that I look like Bob Hudsall.
Oh yeah,
He's the one with the big mustache
yeah.
in A New Hope at the tactical table. Shout out to Bob, New Republic General Bob. I love Bob Hudsall, mascot of the show. Long live Bob. Bob was a real one.
Go Bob.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, sorry. I'm back on it. I'm ready now.
We're going to do a fun little holiday game here. Everyone was asked pre-show to prepare some Christmas gifts. We're going to have us a little bit of legendsy gift giving here on Legends Look Back. Everyone is going. We did a show years ago, Freddie. In fact, this is funny. I haven't told you guys this. The working title that I had for this episode for 2 months that I realized yesterday was the exact title for a show we already did 3 years ago.
Nice.
And that was the Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh yeah.
So we renamed this one Galactic Gift Guide. See what we did there?
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
In that episode, we talked about real-life gifts that you could give to a Legends fan near you. This time around, we have prepared gifts for the characters in the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
Such as, we're going to go around the horn here. We'll go one at a time until we run out of time or run out of gifts. Are we ready? Here's a good example. Good example right off the bat here. Let's pull up the image if you've got it, Rick. For everybody's favorite good boy Jedi Master in the Legends universe, Luke Skywalker. What are we getting, Luke Skywalker, other than... The other day I went to Sam's Club with my kids, and they had these nice... I'm still playing with my little BB-8 ball here. I should put it down. They had these nice gift sets of hot chocolate bombs. You guys seen these things?
Oh yeah,
And
yes.
inside they've got some marshmallows. Look at that beautiful good boy Jedi Master. So for Luke Skywalker this year, for the holiday season, I am getting Luke Skywalker hot chocolate bombs.
Yep.
Perfect.
You a fan of the hot chocolate bombs, Freddie?
I am. I super convenient, right? You just get some hot water or milk and just throw it in and let it do its thing. Just
That's
like
right.
Luke would love.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I was explaining the bit to my wife last night, which is like kind of a convoluted bit to explain to somebody who doesn't care.
Yeah.
And she even chuckled before she rolled her eyes.
Hey, nice.
All right, Rick, you're up next.
All right. I'll go with the lightweight one. I'm gonna get some name tags for the clones. That's what we're gonna do.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Yep.
You said lightweight because I know for a fact you've got some extremely gifts that you've gotten as well.
Yep. A little cheeky.
A little cheeky, huh?
Can it be any worse than when we got my dad like Lifesaver mints in his stocking every year for like 10 years, and then finally one morning he said, "What's wrong? Finally, come on, guys, tell me, do I have bad breath?" Shout out to Dad. You don't have bad breath. All right, Freddie.
Okay, how about let's start off with this one. So some glow sticks, some Let's see. Think of some party items. Pacifiers, I guess. The glowing pacifiers with the
Okay.
LEDs in it.
Let me
Yeah.
describe
yeah.
to you how Little Rick parties.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
Maybe something where you can put, some, I don't know, a keg up on a stand for the Talanda Till.
Hey,
parties.
yes. I was
trying to
trying
think
to
of
think
party
something
items.
for the
And I was like,
I was like,
rave.
oh,
Think
no.
rave.
yeah, that's
no,
good.
No.
I was thinking like something
Hard-
to scratch their
hard
horns
pass.
on, but I don't know.
Gross. Make it stop.
That's great,
All right.
Freddie, man.
Let's go with something
Talana
much
Till
tamer.
raves.
Gross. Okay, is it hot in here? I'm sweating. Whew. All right. For Wicket, everybody's favorite Ewok from Return of the Jedi. Let me see that Christmas ornament again, the one with Wicket. For Wicket, I'm getting him a jumbo size from like Costco, jumbo-sized box of Nature Valley granola bars.
There you go.
Nice. Very nice.
And he's
That's
going
a
to
good
eat them
one.
out of Princess Leia's hat. Exclusively. On a log.
Exclusively.
And then for dessert, he'll probably eat some human flesh, But,
Probably. Hopefully
Easy.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
all right, who's up
Nice.
next? Rick?
Yes. Let's see. Oh, I would definitely get some new power converters for Luke.
Oh,
Luke's getting a lot of gifts tonight.
He is.
tell you what.
He's a real one.
that's so nice.
Freddie.
All right. Let's see. For Palpatine. I'm trying to make these up on the fly, so forgive me if they don't sound that great. Let's see. For Palpatine, we're going to get Palpatine
Body wash?
a set. We're going to do a set because he deserves a set. It's Christmas, right? You don't just get one item. You get a set of anti-aging creams and lotions and a pink robe that says Emperors have more fun.
Very specific. Have you been shopping already for this?
We're going to go with that.
It's great.
Nice.
I imagine that after a long day of ruling the galaxy, he just wants to slip into his fuzzy
Something.
robe.
I just want to have fun.
Sounds like the
All right.
Lego Palpatine right there.
Yeah, it
Speaking of robes, for Dr. Bossman, Corey Helton's favorite Jedi Master, who we just talked about on our recent roundtable of iJedi, for Corin Horn, I would like to get him matching green Christmas PJs.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice.
Corin does love some green robes. Got a green droid, green spaceship. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Merry
that's
Christmas.
good. That's
Merry
good.
Christmas, Corin Horn.
Probably should have got him some like Benadryl cream as well, in case there's any breakouts from chives.
You never know. Freddie was about to take a
Stocking
drink, man.
stuffer. Yeah,
I
stocking
was.
stuffer, for sure. That'll fit in the stocking.
Yeah. All right. It's my turn.
That was close.
Go for it.
All right. For Qui-Gon Jinn, I would get a bottle of fine wine for gut health.
Hey, the Bible says take a little wine for your stomach.
Yeah.
Could have fortified his stomach.
They could have made it better.
That's a good one.
Not missing.
Don't you live in a dry county, Rick?
No, not
You
dry.
have to drive a half hour to buy some.
That was the county before.
Okay.
In which then they changed the laws and you could, yeah. And it was like, we have liquor stores now and gambling dens. What are they
Hives
called?
of scum and villainy.
I mean, that and Dollar General, you're not wrong.
I bet you they built the liquor store in like an abandoned church just for the irony.
Not in this case, but yeah. And to clarify, Dollar General scum and villainy because they pop up everywhere and feed on the poor people, not because the people there are scum and villainy. So,
Moving on.
yeah. What else?
Freddie.
Your turn.
All right. So while Corin Horn takes out his green pajamas, I look at Jared. I wink at him. He looks at me and goes, "What? What is that?" And I go, "Turn those around, big boy." And on the back, in nice gold, beautiful font, on the back of his green pajamas, say, "I'm Corellia's best pilot."
I had no
Nice.
idea where you're going with that.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
Oh.
So I
Where do I
managed
go
to
from-
find Jared's gift, right? And then got it embroidered,
Yeah.
returned it in its packaging.
You would. Where do I go next? All right. How about this? All right, I've got a prop.
Oh, and the pajamas built-in medallion, right, Jared?
Nice.
That's right. That's right. Right around the neck.
Can rub it anytime.
For a Galactic Admiral. I'm realizing my poster's not quite straight in the frame, so I'm trying to knock it back into place, but I'm only making it worse. For, you know him. He's blue with red eyes, and he appreciates art. How about some new picture frames from Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Oh,
Ooh,
yes.
yeah. Something
like
for
he
the
could
art collection.
Yeah. Because he's probably got quite a bit still in the folder in the closet that he's been meaning to get around to hanging up in the Chimera, but he just hasn't yet because he's trying to rule the galaxy and all that.
What if that was Thrawn's weakness? A portrait of himself where he overanalyzes his own weaknesses.
I could see it.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That'd be interesting.
Yep. All right.
Two more each.
Two more. I got a couple more. Let's see. All right, we're gonna sneak two in for this one, but it doesn't count. It only counts as one. I'm gonna get some pheromone blocking spray for all of the Black Sun employees under Shizor.
Smart.
Yeah, and
I
then
mean, we can do more. I just wasn't sure how many you guys had.
I got I think three more after that one. So
all right,
want me to do another one or just pass it on?
Yeah, you can double up.
All right, and then for XR Coon's Ghost, a dog, because dogs make everyone better.
There you go.
Why not?
Oh, that's so
Man,
good.
that dog would be freaked out. My dogs get freaked out at there's a car in the driveway.
Yeah.
Imagine there's a ghost in this temple, but you can never find him.
It's true.
Freddie.
All right. Well, right in front of you are 3 boxes. I want you to open those up, Mr. Sabayoth. That's right. Okay. There you go. 3 boxes of protein. We'll go with protein bars, right? Protein bars. Bunch of protein bars. And that big one right next to those boxes, that's yours too. It's a sit-up chair, Mr. Sabayoth.
An ab lounger.
My name is Eddie, by the way.
Well, that made me spill my apple juice. I just imagine him
How was gonna
mixing up his protein shakes.
with his abs?
All
Everything else
alone.
is scrawny, but his abs are just.
He's
on
glistening, shirtless, standing on top of Mount Tantus.
Boy,
He is jacked. That's a good one.
that is a good one.
I like it. All right, how about this? Some accessories, some stocking stuffers here for good boy Luke Skywalker. Some rechargeable batteries for his. I've got them right here in the drawer. In fact, rechargeable batteries for his electronic hand.
Nice.
For the suavest smuggler in the galaxy, Lando Calrissian, how about a mustache comb?
Yep.
That'd be nice.
You don't want to be looking too scruffy,
No,
like a nerve herder. out
none
there.
of that.
And stocking stuffers for Mara Jade. Some Russell Westbrook arm sleeves.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Because she's always wearing that cat suit.
She's incredibly athletic, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I
All
like.
right, I got a couple more stocking stuffers here, and I'll call it a day. All right, emptying out everybody around the Christmas tree here. The Life Day tree is emptying out their stockings. What is that? Lobot's got something over there. Lobot Lobot. Very nice Lobot. He's got a beanie because his head is so cold. A beanie for Lobot. I cannot tell you. All right, yeah. There's a story behind this. I spent a lot of time yesterday trying to Photoshop a beanie onto Lobot's freaking head, and I was unsuccessful. However, I discovered. Yeah, now he's staring at me because I was unsuccessful. Stop it. Somehow this one's better,
Oh man.
but it's not. For our audio listeners, we're looking at a picture of a crocheted beanie that is not a beanie to go on Lobot's head. It is instead a beanie of Lobot's head. It's a It's a bald, white, peachy-colored scalp with a mechanical apparatus strapped around the backside.
All crocheted, and I really want this now.
Yep. I spent a lot of time on this yesterday. I
feel
didn't
like
make that for the record,
Yeah.
but I found it online.
I feel like I would really wear that with my wife's sweater really well.
That's a good one. Oh man.
Nice.
All right, and then one more stocking stuffer for none other than Kip Duran. For Kip Duran, I have gotten Kip Duran for the holiday season a pair of polarized sunglasses for when he's chilling in the sun crusher, staring in the sun.
It's a good
All
one.
right.
Yep. You got to do something for the eyes.
All right, Rick, close us out here. Guys, last round.
All right, Freddie, do you have any?
I just put mine in the notes here. It's the last one I could think of, and to round out, I guess our Legends memes, we'll go with a pair of golden hot dog buns, an ornament for none other than Hot Dog Boba Fett.
Oh man.
Oh, is it like the Christmas pickle, and you have to find it, and
Yes,
then you get the big present?
Nice.
that's it.
A new Wookiee scalp.
Wookiee scalp. You got to find the Wookiee scalp.
Love it.
Oh man, that's terrible.
All right, Rick.
All right, my last ones. I hope these go over well. They're dark-ish, but for Princess Leia,
Oh no! Did you get her a box of rocks like the Solo children did?
a lump of coal from Alderaan.
Cool.
This may be somebody you know.
Way to ruin it.
Oh, Jerry! No. Yeah, there's a Young Jedi Knights book. Are you on this one yet?
Yes, I think so.
Where they're like, "Oh, Mom's having a birthday." Lando pulls up in the Falcon. He's like, "Hey, kids, get in. We're going shopping." And he's like, "Where do you want to go?" And they're like, "Let's go to the ruins of Alderaan." And they get her a rock and they give it to her.
Oh
It's
man,
ruthless. It's ruthless.
that's funny. Okay. So yeah, love a
Good
coal
one.
from Alderaan for Leia, and then my last one. We got to bring it home. Life Day. It's a Wookiee holiday,
Yes.
Correct.
and so for poor old Lumpawaru,
Waru.
good old Lumpy, he's gonna get a PS5 from Chewie, since that's what every absentee father does for the holidays.
Ouch.
Oh man.
Wow.
If
Y'all had
only you
those-
knew, Rick. If only you knew.
It's like every friend I go to his house is like, dude, you have all these consoles? Where are they from? He's like, oh yeah, my parents are divorced, so my dad just sends me stuff every year. It's really nice. I'm like, I wish my parents were divorced. Not really, but you get the joke.
Yes.
Wow.
What a weird culture, though. The whole life debt, and like his family is cool with it because it's an honor thing. But
Yeah.
at first, I was going to get a romantic getaway for Chewie and his wife that he never sees. But then I was like,
they actually talked about that on the weddings episode of
Yes.
Star Wars Archives about how in one of the Crispin
yeah,
books, they're like, yeah, in this one, Chewie and Mala get married, because it had been 50 years since he had been home.
yeah.
Oh man,
Fantastic.
50 years.
And Solo tries to get him to stay, and Mala's like upset, like, how dare you? Like, no, it's an honor that he gets to live out his life debt serving you and stuff. But
Right.
it's sad.
Well, now that we have finished the episode, the good news for you, Rick, is that here in just 6 weeks or so, you can go back and listen to the beginning of it that you missed because of spoilers for Vector Prime.
Ugh.
Because we are going to do officially our roundtable beginning our coverage of New Jedi Order on January 9th. January 9th is going to be our date. So there's no official December roundtable. Got to give the crew time to read the books, y'all. And we've got some fun stuff cooking behind the scenes at Legends Look Back. We're trying to get all squared away and straightened out. But that's going to do it for this week. Thanks for joining us here for Legends Look Back. Thanks to our incredible patrons for your support. A special thank you to Brian Dooley, Carl Sander, Michael Fry, Raymond Bazinski on our Jedi High Council, as well as James T., Ashley Ingalls, Colton 5, Chris Carrizo, and Sally and Chris Eilerson on our Alliance High Command. Remember to sub to the channel, leave us a review in your podcast platform if you'd like your thoughts read on the show. Our contact information is in the description below. We are on Twitter if we're still calling it that, at Legends Look Back. Remember, keep the Utini fan code and be a force for positivity in the fandom. May the force be with you.
This is a Utini broadcast.